You're citing the Constitution. I'm going to cite it. It's our constitutional duty to do oversight. Now, in that video, that was your answer to a question to me 2 years ago, when I said how many agents or assets of the government were present on January 5th and January 6th and agitating in the crowd to go into the Capitol, and how many went into the Capitol. Can you answer that now?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Oh, last time, you don't know how many there were, or there were none?
I don't know the answer to either of those questions. If there were any, I don't know how many. I don't know whether there are any.
I think you may have just perjured yourself that you don't know that there were any. You want to say that again, that you don't know that there were any?
I have no personal knowledge of this matter. I think what I said the last time.
You've had 2 years to find out. And the day, by the way, that was in reference to Ray Epps, and yesterday you indicted him. Isn't that a wonderful coincidence? On a misdemeanor. Meanwhile, you're sending grandmas to prison. You're putting people away for 20 years for merely filming. Some people weren't even there yet. You've got the guy on video who's saying go into the Capitol. He's directing people to the Capitol before the speech ends. He's at the site of the first breach. You've got all the goods on him, 10 videos, and it's an indictment for a misdemeanor? The American public isn't buying it. I yield the balance of my time to Chairman Jordan.
May I answer the question?
I'm going to ask you one now. We'll let the gentleman.
Yeah.
Go ahead, but
in discovery, in the cases that were filed with respect to January 6, the Justice Department prosecutors provided whatever information they had about the question that you're asking. With respect to Mr. Epps, the FBI has said that he was not an employee or informant of the FBI. Mr. Epps has been charged, and there's a proceeding, I believe, going on today on that subject.
The charge is a joke. I yield to the chairman.
The time the gentleman has expired. The chair recognizes the gentleman from California.
Mr. Attorney General, my colleague just said that you should be held in contempt of Congress.
This is just incredible stuff. You can watch this video 100 times, and it will be entertaining every single time. Merrick Garland, when asked these questions pointedly, dodges these questions. He doesn't even attempt to actually answer the question. He just simply states a fact. He states that Ray Epps has been charged. Of course, but the entire point of the question was, how is it possible that he has been charged with simply a misdemeanor? When other people, grandmas, have been charged, people are going to prison for 20 years for shaking fences. And here Ray Epps is directing people into the Capitol on video with better footage, and he gets a simple misdemeanor. He's going to walk away with a misdemeanor, all because of the optics that they have charged him with something. So they realized that they couldn't just get away with not doing anything about Ray Epps. It's just so egregious when you watch these videos, his involvement and how obvious that it was. Just for optics, they decided to go ahead and charge him with something. But the charge is a simple misdemeanor. There's no answer that's provided by Merrick Garland in this case. He's not going to provide an answer, but it's obvious from his lack of answer, or at least just simply restating the facts of the case, that there is no actual government explanation for why this would come with such a small charge relative to what some of these other people have been charged with. You have a journalist who simply was there to videotape. You have somebody who was shaking a fence. You have people who simply walked in, were peaceful, didn't have any type of gun or any type of weapon with them. No stated cases online of them wanting to overthrow the government, and yet they're going to prison for 15, 20 years. Ray Epps will get a slap on the wrist. He'll be let free. And that's just how justice is working right now under the Biden administration. And Merrick Garland is right there with it. He doesn't deny any of it. He's a part of it. So Merrick Garland is involved in all of this stuff. He's not denying it, but he's denying he has knowledge of it. He's been working on this case for 2 years, and he can't come up with anything better than, we charge this guy with a misdemeanor. It's really laughable. And this is a really powerful video that I think everybody needs to watch, everybody needs to share, because the American people really need to know what's going on.